Welcome back, Voltron foes, to the fifth and final lion in my tutorials. I saved the best for last, and without looking at the time frames, I want to say I spent a good 2 months working on these 5 lions. So if you do me solid, like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, see what's happening behind the scenes. What project am I working on next? I have that information in the Discord, so check it out. A few quick things. These legs are slightly different modeled than my original ones, so if you like this design, hey, follow it for the other ones. I'm going to have the measurements in the description, so if you want that information, check it right now, because the black lion is going to be bigger than these other lions. The 4 you're looking at right now, they are pretty much the same size, but this black one is wider, taller, and longer. Okay, now for a heads up. Now about 90% of this lion is going to be all black concrete, and no matter how high you have your brightness settings, it's going to be very dark, very black, and it's going to be hard to see no matter what you do. So, I'm going to be using some yellow stained glass as a reference point, because you can see that way better than you can see the black itself. So if you're building my lions in order, they go yellow, blue, green, red, and then black. But, build whichever one you want. Each of these are about 20 to 30 blocks apart. And this middle one, I got around 40 to 50 blocks apart, just because it's going to be a little bit bigger. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Let's get on to the tutorial. Ignore this stuff right here. That's just for my own reference. And just to clarify, these legs are going to be different sizes than that one, okay? So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 this way. And those ones, those are 9. So we're doing 11. And backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 11 by 15. And go ahead and do this part here. Alrighty, now in my other lion videos I would have you do the other 3 legs at the same time, but we're going to do things slightly different just to mix it up. Okay, so grab your stone. Now this front fro, did I just say front fro? We want this stone. Let's see, what was it? The red lion. Yeah, I accidentally forgot about this part here and made this 16 blocks instead of 15. Oops. Anyway, so we want 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do a second and a third. Just like that. And do the same thing for this side. Here, go away, Yellowstone. Alright, so that's 3 and 3. Now for this part here, we want it to come out 1. So it looks like that. And again, this one is going over, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and fill in this part here. Okay. And this part. Okay, so now it looks like that. Now grab some stone stairs. Now, if you don't want to use stone stairs, let's see here. Stairs. You got plenty of choices to choose from. I mean, you can make the claws white. You can have them cobblestone or stone bricks, whatever you want to do. It don't make no difference. Alright, so for this part, we need 1 in the middle. And 1 more up, and 1 more up. For this middle part, we want 1 on the side, 1 in the middle, and 1 on this side. Whoop, hang on a second. Yep, there we go. That's much better. So you got 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Side, middle, side. Just like that. And this one we're going click, clack, click. Alright. And these are the new improved claws. Now this is the new one. This is the old one. Now just for funsies, make that one a gray one. Same with this side. I mean, that one little block ain't going to make no difference. Okay, so from this corner, we are going up the same amount as these ones, which is 24 in total. And that is counting these 3 that we already did. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, and this is the only part of the build that's going to be stone. The rest is all concrete. So what do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when you get to the 12, leave 2 empty spaces right here. Here, I'm going to start using glowstone, yellow glass as a reference. And now we go up 12 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll just leave that part right there for now. So 12 flat, 24 top. Let me just remind you, in case you've already started a previous lion and got the legs memorized, this one is a different design, so make sure you watch this entire leg before you skip ahead. Just saying. Anyway, come on down here. Tell you what, let's do this part first. Bring this up by 1. And this up by 1. We'll come back to this back part later. And now, we are going to extend this by 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's even with these 3 right here. Now, you don't necessarily need to do this block here. It's really your choice. But in my experience, it's just so much easier to just do it and be done with it. And of course, when you get to that flat spot, make sure it stays flat. Now, if anything, this top part, we might, like, chop it off later, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So, come over here. And we are basically going to do this right here. I'll get you started. And that's a train going by in case anybody can hear it through the microphone. Oh boy. Alright, so build this exact same design all the way up. Okay, now that that is done, and of course, make sure you got this part lined up with that part. Bloop, bloop. Now for this middle. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm sure you can take a guess on what design we're going for. Ta-da! And however you want to connect these, you know, go side to side, angle it right so you can just go boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2. Derp. Hang on a second. Oop. See, look at that. Nope, 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 nope. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, so just make sure this is 1 block above these side 3s. And before we go any further, no, actually we can just leave that part there. I was going to fill it in, but it looks fine. Anyway, back to it. Now you can do your 1, 2s or whatever you want to do. And I will get up to this flat spot in a second. We're at the flat spot. And I'll go one more, then show you. Okay, here we go. So this middle part is basically outwards more. Flat spot there, flat spot here, and still the flat spot. Alright, so continue this design for the rest of these blocks. And when you get to the top, just even it like that. I mean, we are going to slightly change this top, but when we get to it. So this is how the front of your leg should look like. And if not, then, well, you'll have to rewind and figure out what you did wrong. Haha. Okay, now let's do the same thing, but for the back. So let's see here. We wanted the 1, 2, 3s. I mean, again, it's completely up to you if you want to do one row first, then add the other two. But whatever floats your boat. Now, before you get any further, make sure we have this flat spot here. Alright, and that is just for reference, which we're going to be deleting in a second. Okay. So, flat spot on the top. Flat spot on the bottom. Hang on, let me look at this. Okay, so let's see here. Not you, but you are the flat spot. There. And if you want, chop you off and just make you gray. That'd be a little easier. There. So now, let me re-say this. Flat spot on the bottom. Flat spot on the top. Let's see here. Okay, yep, just like that. And we're going up 12 more, so that's 24 in total. And of course, when you get to the top, you can either just line it up by sight or just give yourself a good old reference point. Yep, nice and even. Now come on down over here to this corner, and we're going to do the same thing. Alright, so this design on this side, and make sure you get that flat spot correct. And actually, here, go straight to the flat spot. And just bring it back. So when you get there, you know it's there. So now that that's done, come on into this middle part here. And can anyone guess what design we're about to do? Dun, dun, dun. So, to make this simple, here, chop these 5 out. Because technically, that one does need to go forward by that one. Okay, and I'll take a little closer look. Here, we'll get rid of that and make that grass. There. So, yeah, now it's coming together. Alright, so, pretty sure you guys got the design down by now. But if not, I'll bring it to the flat spot. Okay, and we are here at the flat spot. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So here, let me get my references. yellow, 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 and yellow. Hope you can see it. Alright. And of course, make sure this is up. Oops. And now the inside, it looks like this. Basically, the exact same as this part, only over here. Aha! And this part here, if you want to go ahead and bring that forward by one more. Yes, just to make it more even. Your choice. Anyway, finish this design up to the top. Alright, and now we are on the top. Woohoo! You can get rid of these yellow, I keep wanting to call them glowstones. But you can get rid of them at any time now. I'm just going to leave mine there just for right now. Now, for this part. With previous legs, I have used a wall directly next to this gray. But for this one, I'm going to do something slightly different. Okay, stay with me on this one. Kidoki. So now we can use the light gray concrete and build that wall. Ta-da! So it's exactly the same as that design. However, by having it in by 2 blocks instead of 1, it'll look so much cooler. Anyway, we are going to build this wall on the inside of this entire thing. Here, I'll just outline it for you. I'm not going to record the whole thing, because that's like a good 10 minutes of work right there. Whee! Oops. Okay, so make a wall out of all of that gray. And make sure you put in actual glowstones as you go, because it's going to get dark. So here is the side of that first leg. And now assuming that you left this gray part here for that reference point, we also need to bring it over just by 1, just so it connects. And if you already deleted that line, it's lined up with these flat parts. Okay. And this grass part here, go ahead and replace that with some light gray also. So do that, do the other wall, and we'll move on to the next step. Okie dokie dokie dokies. So now that that part is done, it's looking pretty sweet. Alright, come on over to this line right here. And just give it another layer. Now if you want the measurements from there to there, well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like my previous legs. And this one is also going to be an 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And go ahead and place a gray here. And one above it. And I'm pretty sure this part here we're going to be chopping off, but, you know, when we get there. One step at a time. Alright, this gray part. Click, click. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom! Alright, and that is the leg. Now, I know it is an improvement from my previous designs, but I mean the sides, they still need something. Like, it needs to go down and then diagonal, but I have tried multiple designs and none of them really came out good. So I'm sticking with this one, and I'm not changing it either. So I'm sure in a past video I said I would, but you know, things change. Anyway, let's move on to the next part. Now we get to build with our black concrete. So come on up to this corner and make an L. Now we got to delete a few things here. I kind of had a feeling we were going to, but you know how that goes. Alright, so that's an L. Then we want a 2, and then a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Followed by another 2, and a L. And that is our design. L, 2, 7. And in case you want to know, it's the exact same shoulder design as that one. So let's clear out a few things first. Make all that 2. Okay. Go ahead and chop you off to make it even. And go ahead and make that black as well. Perfect. Now it looks better. And on this side, we want, whoops, the same thing, L, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get that L up there, and then a 2. Bring you over. La 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 la. Perfect, perfect. And go ahead and fill in that part there with gray. One less thing we'll have to do later. Perfectly. Okay, so let's continue this design. So from that L, we want a 2, and then a 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then another 2. And then an L. And then a 2. So 2L, 2, 7. 7. 2. L. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And finally, a 2. Yay! Okay, so bring this entire circle all the way to this spot here. And I'll even get you started. Just like that. Okay, do that and we'll do the next step. Alright, and when you get to this back part here, just keep it even with the circle. We won't be doing this indent anymore. Nice and flat. And fair warning, this is the part where it starts getting really dark. So, you know, have your glowstones, your brightness settings maxed out, have some yellow stained glass so you can see what you're doing. Alright. Alright, now that that is done, now make sure you are on the outside of the lion. We want to go in by 1. You know what? Let's go in by 2. Let's mix things up a bit. Let's that part there is inwards by 2 and looks pretty nice. Let's stick with that theme and see how it looks. Haha. Alright, so there's your 2. You want to bring this up by 2 total. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I really hope you guys can see this. I know it's kind of dark on my screen. bringing it all out by 2 blocks total. And this is definitely dark, so, you know, sit tight. I'll put in some yellow glass here in a second. Okay, so the glass you don't have to do. I'm just doing it so you guys can actually see it, because it's very dark. So we went in by 2, and this yellow glass is just simply 2 blocks high. 2 blocks over, 2 blocks under. Whoop, and I forgot one right there. That something seems a little bit odd. 2s and 2s and 2s. And if you've already built other lions, this shoulder is the same design. It's just hard to see because it's really dark. Now grab your gray concrete and come on over here, which is going to be a lot easier to see now. And just do this. Alright. So that's still the 7. There's an L, 7. 7s and L's. Now for a light gray. Basically just building a wall on the inside of this. Alright. Now we want the middle. So where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that right there is the middle. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. So that right there is the middle. Oh, and I'm sure I said this at the beginning, but the yellow stained glass, they are for references only, and we're going to be deleting every single piece I put down, other than the eyes when we get there. So, just making sure I'm clear on that. Alright, so there's the middle. We want diagonal twice. Diagonal twice. 1, 2. 1, 2. And now the gray. Ta-da! And that is the shoulder piece. And I gotta say, bringing it in by 2 is definitely beneficial. I like this. I mean, you probably could do this gray wall in one more in by 2 instead of the 1, but nah, I think it's just fine the way it is. Now, normally this is the part where I would say, okay, do it for the other 3 legs. But we're not going there yet. Let me reorganize this glowstone real quick. There. Makes it all nice and even. Whew. Not bad, huh? Oh snap, just realized we are at like 30 minutes just to build this one leg. Yeesh. Okay, so, sorry I took so long, but I wanted to make sure I showed every step properly, since it is a different leg design. Anyway, let's continue. Alright, so we're using the black concrete again. Now we are going to connect these corners. And again, I hope you can see, it's very dark. Here, what if I angle it like this? So you're just making a box around the inside of the leg. Ignore that lion in the air, that was my test subject. And of course, that's a giant Voltron 3.0 project that I am working on. I really wanted to get this black lion done before I did anything more on it. So expect that in the coming weeks, days. I don't know, what project am I doing next? Alright, so there, that's what it looks like. Now at this point, I want you to take this entire square and make sure you double it. Always double. If you've watched most of my videos, you know I have forgotten this double part many times. And paid the price. Like, whoops. Now this part, this empty spot here, go ahead and fill in just one big L. Now can you see that? There. Just to cover it. And I tell you what, plop down a glowstone there. Fill in this corner, and that corner. And ba-boom! Now pick a corner. Let's just start here. We want to go on the inside right there. And then out by 4 total. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we also want to go down by 4. Whoop! So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And tell you what, just going to go ahead and connect these. Okay. So in a nutshell, this entire square is going to be brought out in every direction by 4 blocks total. And go ahead and do this part here. Here, I'll tell you what, I will record the outline of it, and we can fill it in off camera. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And make sure you go this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Connect, connect, connect. Boop, 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 bloop. Whoop, wrong one. Okay, like so. And same thing for here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh, hey, perfect. And going down. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Again, very dark. Oop, actually, we want it to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and put in one more here, just so that bigger box is all even like. I'll fill in this spot here. And this spot too, of course. Perfect. Let me back up so you guys can see it. Alright, now all of this empty spot here, fill it in with black. Just like that. Not sure if you can see it, but there's the box and then the bigger box. Now, obviously, we just did the bigger square by 4 blocks. I was debating if I wanted to do 2 blocks, but I stuck with 4. We'll find out when this is done if 2 should have been better, but, Anyway, come on down to this bottom corner. So we want a 3. 1, 2, 3. a second 3, and now a 2. So that's 3, 3, 2. And this part is 17. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this part's definitely a lot longer than my other lions. But it'll look cool once we're done. Alright, so 3, 3, 2, 17. So now we want a 2. And now a 3. And another 3. And let's recap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Cool. Now this time around, instead of, yeah, we're going up here. Come on up to this corner, and we're going to do the exact same thing. 3, 3, 2, 17. So make this exact same design right here. Alright. 3, 3, 2, 17. 2, 3, 3. Now this pot, go ahead and connect these two. And hope we lined it up correctly. Oop. Why do I keep pressing that button? Yay, it's lined up. Whew. Alright, so normally this would be a great time to bring all of that back to this spot here, but it's going to be very, very dark. So for the sake of this video, let's do the same designs. Build this design up here. 3, 3, 2, 17. Okay? And do the same thing for this bottom part. Okay. So, go ahead and connect these corners, just to make sure we are doing this correctly. Good, good. Now we're going to go ahead and connect these top corners. Perfect. And this bottom corner, which should be lined up, but, you know, you never know. Love it. Now, I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. You can fill in this entire bottom right now if you want to. It makes no difference. But because this is going to be very dark, I'm just going to do the outlines really quickly. Whoops. Okay, so there's the outlines. You can fill this in right now if you want to, but I'm going to wait. And just for the sake of the video, I'm going to do the exact same thing for the top. Alright, so outlines are done. I'll fill those in later. So basically, now we get to build this entire leg and shoulder on the other side. Now, you could just start right down there at the bottom with the claws and go upwards, but there's that good chance you're going to be off by a block or two, and, you know, trust me on this one, just start with this corner. Now, remember, this bigger block was going to be 4, so that's 2, 3, and 4. And this way by 2, 3, 4 also. Okay. So, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So, let's see here if I can get the angle. Make this entire square 4 blocks on each side, just like we did with the other one. Alright, just like so. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this is basically 8 blocks longer than this other lion. I mean, you can't really tell because the shoulders are in the same spot, but it's it's this 4 block here and that 4 block there. So, pretty cool. Anyways, come on down to any old corner you want. 1, 2. So now we need a square inside a square that is 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Okay, so build a square in a square. I put some glass down just so you guys can see, because just by looking at that, you can't see that extra square. So let's move on to the shoulder part, which was the 7-2L design. So we want the middle, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So we want this right here, number 10. So we wanted 7 total. 1, 2, 3, and that middle one is 4, 5, 6, and 7. So can you see this? There's our 7. Bloop. And now we want a 2. And then an L. And then another 2, and then a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I outlined it just so you can see it better. So there's our 7, 2, L, 2, 7. You know, it's the same circle as the other shoulder. Alright, now pick a spot. And we want this entire circle to go out 11 total. Counting that first one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let me just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So y'all can see. So bring this entire circle out up to here. Alrighty. And of course, these little L spots here, don't forget to fill these in. So little click, clack, click, bang, bang. Now make sure you are on the outside of the lion. The outside. See, we want to go in by 2. And then up by 2. And do the same thing for the entire inside of the circle. Now granted, you probably got this part memorized from the first shoulder, so if you want to skip ahead, go ahead. Now's a good time to do it. But when we get to the leg and claws, I'll at least get you started, just in case we're a block off. So you never know. Oh man, and it is so dark right now. It's like the worst thing ever to record a dark video. But it's all black concrete. What are you gonna do? But think of it this way. Yes, it's dark to watch, but you know what it's going to be like to build it? Yep, have fun with that. Alright, now for the gray. Okay, just like so. Now the inside with a light gray. Okay. Now find the old middle and go glowstone and the twos. Corner, corner. Corner, corner. Corner, corner. And now back to the gray. Bada bing, bada boom. The shoulder is done. So, still using the gray. Let me get you started with this leg. I'm not going to record the whole thing because we've already done that. Alright, so pick the bottom corner and make sure you're in the front. That L is the very top of the leg. So, gray concrete, two of them under it. So technically that is block 24 going up, but we're going down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when you get to the 12, make sure it's a flat one. Now 12, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And if you're like really unsure of the dimensions and sizes, just go over here to this flat spot. And build yourself a reference line. And bada bing. Wait a second. I counted one block off? Ooh. Let's recount this. Oh, you know why? Because under this L... Hang on. Okay, so let's not confuse ourselves. Go straight to the bottom. That was 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so technically that one should be there. Well, let's do this. Bloop. Oh, you know what? I figured it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So I only confused myself because I had a gray block there. And all I had to do was bloop. And bloop. Simple. Whew, scared myself. Alright, so now that we know the measurements are accurate, come on down here. And remember how we had those first 3 blocks down. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And go ahead and do that part there. Right? Click, click. Click. There. Now it's even with this one. So I will record the bottom part of this foot, and I'll leave it up to you guys to finish the leg itself, because I'm not recording that a second time. Alright, so, whoop, and make sure it's the stone and not the light gray. Or whatever you want to use. Your choice, really. So there's your 3s. And that's a 5er. Followed by another 3. Okay, on the sides, stairs are in the middle. And the middle, the stairs are on the sides and middle. Aha! And go ahead and fill this part in, make it look all fancy like. Dirt. Okay, so bada bing, bada boom. That's the leg. Now, how long was this again? This was 11 by 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And just connect it with the corner. Ba-boom! And, of course, like a few minutes ago, if you're ever unsure if this is lined up, yep, lined up perfectly. Okay, folks, I am going to leave this leg up to you. If you don't remember exactly what we did, then you'll have to rewind and come back. So finish this leg, and we'll move on to the next step. Okie dokie, now that we have 2 legs and 2 shoulders done, if you haven't filled in all of this stuff with black concrete, now's the time to do it. So go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. Alright, now come on down here. Oh, excuse me. Come on, down here. And we're going to go up by 4 Toto. So that's a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. And we're going to do that all the way around this giant opening. So, go ahead and do that. Ba-boom. Hope you can see it. It's kinda dark. Okay. So now grab your gray. And for now, just go ahead and outline this entire opening. Doop. Alright, now, let's see here. Now, all of these lion stomachs, they were out by 12, but since this is the big black lion, let's just do 20. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 blocks. Bring all of that out by 20 blocks. Okay, so there's the stomach. So now our next step is to grab some black. Now we want to go there, get rid of you, and we'll go up by 4. 2, 3, and 4. So it's lined up with that top part there. And I tell you what, go ahead and add one more layer to this. So technically it's 21, but only 20 is showing. Okay. And now we can just simply do our 4 blocks right on top. Bloop. And when you get to the corner, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There. One second. Alright, before we get carried away, let's see, what was our design? Let's see, 2, 3, and 3. So that's what we need to do here. So that's a 2. Alright, that part needed to be the 3. And one more 3. There we go. That's better. And now this can come all the way down. Whoop, down by 4. Okay, and at this pot, just come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's make sure we have that design. We got a 2, we need a 3 there, and one more 3. Perfect! Alright, now do that for the rest of this. Now our next step, basically this entire back area is going to be this entire front area. So if you want to just rewind to the beginning and start over, go for it. But yeah, just stick it out a bit longer. Let's see here. How long was this thing? We got 10, 20, 2, 4, 6, 7. 27 total. So let's just do that. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And that can just go straight down. And this one can just come straight on over. We'll just connect the corners. Make it simple. That way you only have to count once. And I went past it. Alright, so that's our big old square. Pretty sure you guys know what to do next, but I'll get you started. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Do a row of 4s surrounding the entire frame. Okay, so there's our big square. And I'm not going to record all of this, because I already did the instruction part, but I will get y'all started. So pick a corner, 2, and come out by 2. And do the inside of this frame by those 2. So there's our square within a square, and now we can make our circular design. Here's the middle, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Making that 7. And then, of course, we got our 7, 2, L, and 2. I mean, I don't need to show this part because I'm pretty sure y'all got this stuff memorized. Alright, now bring this out by 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And bring that entire circle out by 11. Piece of cake, piece of cake. Now, I don't need to show this part again because I've already explained it twice in this video. So make this design right here. And our next step would be to build downwards for the legs. I'll get you started there just so we can get some measurements on how far apart these legs are. So start with that L and go down 24. Diagonally, and remember that 12 is the flat one. Alright, so there's the outline, there's our 12, and the very bottom is 24. And of course, if you ever get stuck, grab some yellow and go from that flat spot all the way back. Now when I did that, I was still 1 block off like I was over there, but that's just because I counted wrong. Either way, 24. And 12 is that flat spot. Make your claws, finish your outline. We got 11 by 15. Do that, build the entire leg, and again, I have showed this leg plenty of times. Do the leg, the shoulders, and when you're done with that, come over to this corner, build the same square, build the inner square, then the circle, and make another leg. So that's an entire chunk of the lion that I'm going to leave up to you guys because I've explained plenty and you should be fine. Do that and we shall move on. We're getting there. I know we've reached that hour mark, but slowly but surely we are getting there. Alrighty then, so this should be where you are at. So come on back here to the very back of the lion. As you can see, I went glowstone crazy. Grab your black concrete. We're just going to go one in. You could do two, but yeah, we're basically doing that right there. And doing an extra one, yeah, not worth it. Whoops. So, we are going to build a wall. And that wall is going to go all the way over this entire opening. That will definitely take you a few minutes. Okay. And make sure you find the exact center here. And we get to build the tail. So go ahead and use your gray concrete. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3. All of these are going to be 3s. And yeah, I'm cheating. I'm just peeking over here at this other tail. 2, 3, 4. So we need to go up by 4. 4 rows of 3, that is. So that's 2 3s, 3 3s, 4 3s, 5 3s. I did say 5, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Derp. That one was supposed to go down. 4 3s. And now we go down by 1, 2, 3 more. So, 1 3, 2 3s, 3 3s. See, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. And now up by 2. 1 3, 2 3s. And now down by another 2. 1 3, 2 3s. So we went 4, 3, 2, 2, and now 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 4 up. Okay. That's a 1 3. It's a 2 3. 3 3s. 4 3s. And we do want one more, but we are going to use the black concrete for this. And that one's going up as well. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. That last one is 5. Alright. Pick a spot. Any spot. Let's go underneath. And just do one layer underneath all of this. And when you get to this very black one, make sure you're using the black concrete. Okay, now do the same thing for the top. Alright, so now it looks like that. And now we're doing this for the side. And lastly, do the same thing for this side. And once you get there, grab some stone stairs. And just do this. And make sure you get underneath it just like so. And this side too. Alright, so follow that design all the way up to that very last part. So here's the tail. Now for the last part, you just need some white stairs. And you know, don't quote me if I'm slightly off on the tail design, especially this tail laser, but you know, it is what it is. Whoops! Wrong way. Ah. And this one middle piece, make it red. That'd be like the laser beam itself. And voila, that is the tail. It's not the best, but it's doable. Alright, so now all of my lions have something on this very back part, but this black lion does not need it. Instead, we are going to put the wings right here. I'm doing the wings last, by the way. And we got to make the Voltron's crest right here. And we still got to make the head. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. First things first. We are going to go, whoops, not the gray, the black. 1, 2, and 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 total. That's kind of like the theme. 4 is the magic number. Yep. Alright. So bring this entire wall up by 4 blocks total. And don't worry about going inwards or anything, just make it flat. And next thing, and actually if you want to just have a little reference point here, technically these are 2 2s, and then a very long stretch, and then more 2s. So the corners are basically 2s. Anyway, let us grab our gray concrete, and we're going to outline this entire frame with just 1 row of grays. Just like that. Now for the neck part, all my other lions, they just go out by 4 blocks total. But I'm thinking, hey, why don't we just double it? Because the black lion is the biggest. But, yeah, it's 50-50. I'm just going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you think? Is that going to be too big? Yeah, on second thought, I'll do 6. Yeah, because 8 would be like right there where my cursor is pointing. That's pushing it. And 6 is like right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring this entire thing out by 6. Whew, okay. That be done, that be done. So let's take another look at this. I really do say a lot, don't I? Yeah, I think 6 is a good number. So before we do the head, let's come on down here to the black lion's chest. Now we are going to make the crest of Voltron. Let's see here. Since it's very dark, I am going to make the outline of this off camera. Then I'll go into great details on what to press and all that fun stuff. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so there's going to be a couple steps involved. We are building upside down and it's going to be dark. I got all kinds of glowstone to help y'all see what's up. So we are on the front right leg. Now this is in by 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and place some red right here. And have that red go all the way across, 1 layer each. And I'll get to these other blocks in a minute. And have it go up, and it still needs to go up there too. So technically, it's lined up perfectly with that. Okay. And now for the red, we got, see, that's a 1. Here, do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring this red back 6 blocks. Go ahead and connect that part there. Bring you up like so. And just like the front part, we're going to bring this red all the way over to here. And it goes straight up there. Okay, so 1 step at a time. Do that. And now we need the middle. Where is the middle? So let's see here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That right there is block 9. Come over to this side. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. So there you go. That block here is the exact middle. So grab your white concrete, and you're doing 2 rows. But only this, only this one long area spot here, which is technically 17 blocks long or wide in total. Now we want to hang on to that location, but we want that white. And chop that corner off. Chop that corner off. So you're looking up, and it should look like this. Now continue using white. We want to stay right here in this middle spot. Place 1 there. We want 5, so 1, 2 on that side. 1, 2 on that side. Okay. Building upside down is so much fun. Now from either side, we want to go that way by 20 blocks total. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 20. So technically, you got 2 blocks left. Boom, boom. That actually works out pretty good. And now this way by 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And connect that white to the other white. Okie-dokie. Go ahead and chop that part off. Alrighty then. Now come on back up to the front. Grab the black. We want 1, 2. Oops. That's 3. 4. Yep, so this is 4 total. Let me go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So y'all can see it. And I hope you can see it. Get in there, glowstone. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a deucer. Doing the same thing for this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we want the blue. Alright, so here's that black part we did. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4 over. And we want to go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 total. And bring this over to the white. Now go ahead and fill in this part right now. Get rid of that red. Okay. Back up just a little bit. So it looks like that. And now under the blue, we want the red concrete. And we're still doing this 4. But we want it down 2, 3, and 4. Come over like that. And this part here, see that's 4, 5, and then 6. So, like so. Okay, so very minor detail. Let's see here. Back here, see this red strip here? Yeah, that was supposed to be where we started this color design. So, simple fix. Check this out. So we got black, 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 blue, 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 red, 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 empty, 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 empty. Haha! That's better. As far as mistakes goes, yeah, I don't know. You said that's like as small as you can get with a mistake. And make sure you do this part here. And go ahead and get rid of this too before we forget. Now this entire thing is still 20 long from there all the way down here. We just need to bring it up by 1 simple block. Boom! Fixed. Okay. Let's see here. Building upside down is definitely tricky. Now, all of this empty spot here, go ahead and fill in that with white. Here, do this. Ugh. Easier. Okay, I'll back up a little bit. So we got that so far. Whoop. I forgot a spot. Bloop. Tell you what, let's do this part here. We already did the black, and now we need red. And that red is going to line up with this blue. Tell you what, put a glowstone here so we can see what we're doing. So in this case, we don't have to delete that red, because we need it anyway. Yes, just like that. And now this part here, we need our green. Whoop, green, not the red. Let's see here, let me back up. We are lining it up with this one. And that last part here needs to be a square. Back up, back up. Okay, and that's what you got. So now grab your white. Here, let me get rid of this, it's in the way. We want the front corner. And when you get down to here, come over this way. Woo! Uh-oh, now it's dark. Here, let me glowstone it. Back up just a bit. Okie-dokie. Now for this part here, see, we want these. Whoop. Those ones to stay white. So go ahead and just chop these out. Chop, 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 chop. There. That was, yeah. And now we can finish outlining this in white. Toss in a glowstone so you can see. But we're not done yet. No siree. So here's what we're going to do. Couple things. Whoop, wrong way. Now this white, 1, 2, needs to go down by 2. And that's all of the white. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead. So if you see white, bring it down by 2. But wait. So we are bringing that white down by 2, but this middle part here, only bring it by 1. Okay? Almost forgot about that detail. I realized that like 2 seconds after I unpaused it. So the outer frame by 2, and this middle stripe by 1. So we'll say up to here. And then just go blah blah, blah 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 blah, blue 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 blue. Okay. And you know what? let me keep it recorded while I finish the ones. Okay, so now you can see. Middle part is all 1, and this frame is going to be 2. Just want to clear that up. Okay, now all of these inner colors, they need to come out by 1. So that's 1 simple block. Derp. And now the reds. And the green. That red, that blue, and that black. So go ahead and do that. And now we can use our yellow concrete. Now in the past, I've used blocks of gold. Whoop, wrong button. But, you know, yellow. Whatever you want to do. So that's a 1, that's a 2. We want you there. And this goes that way by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, we want to go there and over, leaving that 1 block. And there. Go ahead and double this. Okay. So the original crest design on my Voltron is 18 blocks total from side to side. But this is an odd number. It's 17. So we're 1 block short. So let's try this. See if this works. Just make this a 3. And do it this way too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1, because we want those 2 empty spots. And do that. And do that. Let me back up. I don't know. How's that look? Well, it's definitely not ideal, because that should be 2 blocks wide. But because this is an odd number from side to side, and there's really no way I can make this even. Otherwise, it'll mess up everything. That 1 little block. Alright, so let's just leave it there. Unless you just want to make that a 1 row of yellow instead of 3. Nah, just leave it. Besides, let me sneak out here real quick. La 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 la. It's under the lion, so if you want to see it, you literally have to be under it. Know what I'm saying? Alright, now the reason we brought this original white down by 3, because that one technically had to be the red. But we really don't need to change much. Just ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay, let me make a few more frames and we'll move on to the next part. This crest is almost done. Alright then, so we are on the bottom of this crest. We want the exact middle, which is right here. 2 empty spaces, and then 2 blocks of red. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you're there, you should have this 1 empty space left for the body part. Okie dokie. Now, we want to fill in this part here with red. Whoops. I deleted part of it. Oh no! Okay. Now, directly under this white square here, whoop, wrong way, we want red. All the way to there. Same thing for this part. However, so you go 1 more. Whoop. Not you. You. However, leave this bottom square open. So it looks like that. And from this point on, we want those two spots and go over. And do the rest red. Now it's dark. Okay. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 corners of red. So we want this part here empty. So the red goes here. Now we want this part also empty. So the red will go here. And I'll come back to that part. And again. Now this part here, we are on the corner, but you know, it's fine. Okay. And this part here will just go straight up. Derp. Like so. Now let's see here. Originally, this corner looked like that. So chop off this L shape. Now this block here was originally black, so chop that off and make it red. Okay. Now fill in this part here with red. And this part with red. Back up a bit more. Alright, and this part here. Little boop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Fill in this here with red as well. I think I missed a block. I did. Ah. This with red. We're almost there. Woohoo! And this with red. Bloop. Okay. Ooh, that actually came out just the way I wanted it to. Now, do the rest for this side. But first, get rid of this yellow. Woo! I tell you, building upside down. Whew, yay, 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 yay. Really wish that was an even number, though. But, what are you gonna do? Anyway. Now, can you guys handle this last corner by yourself? Or you want me to record it? Of course, there's really no way of you answering, because I'm recording right this second. Tell you what, I'll just go ahead and record this. Now, if you think you can handle this corner by yourself, just skip ahead by like, whatever, 5 minutes. It's all good. You can always mirror image it with the other side. Or just do a yellow square, and then a red square. Yellow square, red square. And you're bringing these all diagonalies. Okay, make sure I'm on the right spot. Yep. So this part here. Derp, wouldn't you know it, I messed up right at the start. Ha! So this was supposed to be red. Ha ha ha. That something seemed a little bit odd. Well, that's okay, because we can just do this. Mwahaha. So if any of you had skipped ahead to avoid this, you're lucky, you missed out. And from here we can just press the wrong button. And this one was just going to go straight forward. we'll fill this in. I'll go ahead and record it. Derp. Now, building upside down can be a pain in the you-know-what. So that's why I'm doing this first. Well, as far as the last few projects go, we still have the wings and the head. Cockpit too, of course. And I might be able to redesign that just a little bit, considering how big this thing is. Okay. Let me take a look, see. Not bad at all. Oop. One little detail. This corner. Chop, 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 chop. Oh, and we gotta fill that part in too. Okay, so it looks like that. Whee! Haha! Alright, bada bing, bada boom. The crest is done. How's it look? With the exception of this part being 3, it needed to be 2. But, yeah, that looks pretty sweet, right? Alright, let's move on to the head. Alright, one small detail before we move on to the head. While this was fresh in my mind, see, that red was 4 blocks in, lined up with this. So, do that, and just bring it all the way over. Now, I'm still going to do the wings last. I just wanted to point out this little thing first, because it's fresh in my mind, and, you know, by the time we get done with that head, we're bound to forget this. And have this go all the way down to that corner, which is lined up with that one. Now, how far over did we go? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, right there. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and fill in this spot here with red. Okay, so, like so. And that red is lined up with the red underneath it. Alright, enough of that. Time to work on the head. So, pick a spot. I'm just going to go right here. We want to go down by 4, not counting that, so that's really 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Bloop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to just make this simple, go ahead and bring this gray out only by 1 layer each. And I did that for the entire neck area. Alright, so bring it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like that. Now see, this part here is the long one, that's a given. And we got our 2, and we needed a 3 for the black. And we also need 1, 2, 3. Another 3. So technically it's lined up right with this spot. So let's see if that added up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. Yes, it did. Woohoo! Okay, so bringing this entire thing out by 4 total, and make sure it has the exact same design as the body. We've got the long 1, 2, 3, 3. That's all. Long 2, 3, 3. Alrighty, so now that's what we got. Now the neck is slightly bigger than previous designs. Like, we'll take that blue lion for example. This part here is 5, and that part there is 3 for the blue lion. But for this one, I'm just going straight 4, 4. I mean, we probably should have went 5, 3, but it's too late for that now. Anyway, come on down to this corner, and let's continue. Alright, so let's get this party started. So we want 10 total, counting that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I tell you what, go ahead and bring this bottom layer out by 10, but only up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't go any further than there to there. Alright, just like that. So grab your white, and we want this part here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this way by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Just like that. Go ahead and do this other side too. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now grab the gray and go from here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same with this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go ahead and connect them. And from here, connect this with a gray. Whoop. Now I'll fill this part in a bit, but one step at a time. Just make sure you do a second layer. Always double it. Okay. We'll come back to that white part later, but for now, we need white here. So we want a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go down for a 2, and then down for a 3. 5, 2, 3. Go ahead and do it on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. And connect them. Now make sure this one is lined up with that one. And bring your white up. Like so. Go ahead and connect this part. Whoop, pressing the wrong buttons. And this part here too. Go ahead and fill this part in. I always do. Just like that. And I tell you what, go ahead and chop you off. One last thing we gotta do. Now, normally, the lion teeth are just a block of 4. But for the black lion, it is a block of 9. Hoo-hoo! And yes, we've already doubled that. 1, 2, tail, go up a third. Like that. Ba-boom! Same thing for here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Ba da da, la la la. And one more. Okay, that is the bottom of the mouth. Some pretty big teeth. Alright, so I tell you what, I always double everything, but since this is the big black lion, let's triple this. And besides, the head is definitely going to be bigger than my other lions. So, add a little something now. See, 1, 2. So now we need one more for that. And let's see here, that is right there. Perfect. And it's up to you if you want to fill this part in. Me, yeah, I'm just leaving it right there. I ain't changing that. Haha. Alright, so 1, 2, 2, and 3. That's usually how much space I have between my lion teeth. But I'm going to give it 1, 2. 2 more. So that's 5 total. Grab your white. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and make a top tooth. So that's 3 high, 3 wide. It's one big old block of 9. Yep. Now from here, so to make this part easier, just come on down to the other tooth. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make your big old cube of 9. And we'll see, 1, 2, 3. Yep. And go ahead and bring this over. 1, 2, 3, all the way over. And go back over here real quick. And at this part, we want the black. 1, 2, 3 high. Normally, I just stick with 2 and 2, but it's a much bigger head, so let's give 3 and 3s a try. And hope for the best. Anyway. Press the right button, Prime. Perfect. Ooh, it's looking good. Go ahead and get rid of these. Haha. Whoopsie. See, this is the correct height. It's just, this part's not black. This part is white. Okay, so let me fix this real quick. Okay. Simple fix. Now, come on down to this spot. And we're basically... Alright, so that needed to be 3 total. 1, 2, 3, whoops! And we're lining it up with the gray. Perfect! Now this corner here, bring it all the way up to the top of this white. Which is way up here. Tell you what, bring this white back. Click! Just like that. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to bring this wall up to that spot there. That's one big cheek. Alright, so do the same thing for there. Okay, now before we go any further, let's get that nose going, because I want to make sure that I do have this lined up perfectly with this top spot. So let's get that rolling. Okay, so we want the middle of the front of the face, 3 blocks, and double it. And we are going back 17 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And in that pot, it can just go up. Alright, fill in the rest of this nose. And at number 17, that one can go up one more. So it looks like that. Okay, so that one that came up, we can go ahead and double that. Bring this out by one. And then it goes up one more. And then again. And then this away. Now from here, we are even with the gray. So ideally, it would have been nice to be even with the black, but see, that's 4. Honestly, we're off by 2 blocks. Okay. I've got an idea about that, but first, let's take care of business. First off, we got to bring this down. Before we get carried away and forget. Whoops. Okay. See, bring this over, and that should line up good. So that right there was the block 17. So right there is right where we wanted it. Okay, there's that one. Whoop. And that one. Okay. Alright, so grab your yellow glass and come over here. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 row. 2 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And go backwards. That's the second row. 3 and 4. That is one big eyeball. And do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so above these eyebrows, above the eyes is the eyebrows. So we want that 2. And then we want the 2. 2 and 2. And bring that up a 2. And then out. Now this time around, where does it lead? One above, really? I thought we added extra to this. 2, 2. Oh yeah, this one had to be a 3. Durr. Alright, so 3 eyes, 2 black, 3 black. Bring it on back. Alright, and that brings us right there. Now, if anything, the only way that we really could have fixed this better, see, that's a 4, and that's a 4. If anything, the head needs to be at least 1 block smaller than the body. So if I left that a 4, I should have made that a 3. Or do a 5 and then a 4. Something like that. But 1 block difference, it ain't going to make a difference. 1 block difference ain't going to make a difference. Ha. Alright, let's line this sucker up. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Do 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 boom boom. Press the right button. Haha. You know, I suppose we should make this nose 1 more block bigger. So technically, it's a big block of 9. And bring it all the way there. Like so. Alright, tell you what, go ahead, fill in these white spots. Okay, looking good. So, behind this eyeball, grab your black. and do that. Okay, now this part here just can come all the way back. Same with this. Boop, boop, like so. And from here we want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this can come all the way back. Boop. And go ahead and bring this part back too. Make it nice and even. Now, do this. And do this. Boop. So it looks like that. I'll come back to that gray part in a minute. Alright, so let's finish this part here. And go even with the eyeballs. And this can just go all the way back. Bing dong dong. Haha. Okay. And do the same thing for over here. Tell you what, let me take the shortcut out. Okay. And bring that wall over. Just like that. Now go ahead and put a roof on this entire open area. Just like that. Now we're almost done with the head. And oh my god, we're approaching 2 hours. Oh yeah. Did not want it to be this long. Anyway. Alright, so come on down to the bottom here. Go ahead and fill in this little spot here with the white that we never did. And this. We are bringing this white all the way up to there. And go ahead and bring that wall up here too. Okay, like that. And go ahead and bring that part out. That part out. And place one row of white underneath the eyeballs. Alright, so same thing from that side. Bring this wall all the way up here. And if you haven't yet, fill in this stuff down here with gray. Well, to be more clear, this part here with gray, and this spot over here with black. Alright, and now for the final corner. Grab your black, bring this entire wall up, to right there. So it's even with the top of this white. So bring that up. Alright, so just like that. And this gray part here, yeah, we're just going to have to make it black. I definitely made this head too big. Yes. This part here, I should have just did 5, and this part here should have been 3. That would have made a world of difference. But it's way too late to go back to that. Alright, so bring that wall up just like the other side. Alright, so now that that is done, there's one thing we forgot to do with the mouth. Now these top 3s, that is the color part. So really, we needed to go 1, 2, 3 more. Yep, that looks a little bit more accurate. Now, it's up to you if you want to leave that part empty or just fill it in. You know, I think a little fill-in action will look good. Okay. Oh, we forgot the horns. Gotta add one more thing. And, well, apparently we didn't need this part here. Thought something looked a little bit odd. See, that's gray. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this excess stuff. Okay. Now, with the exception of that gray part there, this definitely looks a lot better. Let me think on that. Well, the only real thing to do is chop off the corners like that. And let's see here. Yep, that's good. Okay. It's definitely not ideal. Yeah, but it's gonna have to do. Unfortunately. I definitely did that neck wrong. Yeah. Of course. The last lion in my project, and I do the neck wrong. Arg! Oop. Alright, so let's check the damages. How's it look? Okay. And one more view. Well, gotta say, this head did not come out the way it was supposed to. Not really too satisfied with it, but, well, let's just finish it up and go from there. Alright, so we need a corner of 4 on both sides. Then grab some yellow. And double it. And we're doubling this part too. And this part's going up by 6 total, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now bring this on up. Here, do this. Alright, and that is the horn that goes on the side of his head. And make the same horn for the other side. So now it looks like that. Whew, alright folks. It is time to do the cockpit, and then the wings, and then we're finally done! Oh boy, this one is taking much longer than it should. Okay, so per the usual, you want 2 under the eyes. Although we probably could do 3 with the size of this head, but yeah, let's stick with 2 for now. Okay, so let's grab some black concrete and go ahead and make a floor. I'll do the outline of it and fill it in off camera. Because, oh my god, we just passed the 2-hour mark. Ugh. I don't think I have a single tutorial that's this long. Oh boy. Yeah, so sorry about the length of the video. It was not my intention to do this for 2 hours. And this is extremely dark. It's like, what time is it? Oh boy, I've been working on this all day. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so fill that floor in. Alright, got the floor all leveled out. And I leveled out anything else I could possibly done and got some glowstone. Alright, now let's grab some gray concrete. And we are going right in this middle part. We got 2 empty spaces. Okay, so we got the 3 in the middle. We've got a 1, a 2, another 2, and then a 3. And go this way by 1, 2. Go ahead and plop a glowstone there just so we can see it. It gets dark in here super fast. Okay, so considering how much extra room we have, we can go behind that 3 and bring it up 3 total. Now this part here, we want stone, stone, stone. Okay, minor correction. Gotta bring this part up first. Haha. And now it is 3 slabs in the middle, and then the stone. Okay, and now just 1 block there and 1 block there. Grab a lever. Oop. Want that one sideways. Come on up here. Do a slab. And then some stairs. And let's continue doing the stone slabs. Okay. Gonna go ahead and plop an armor stand there. Oh wait, I never did put a glowstone under there. Just something I like to do. Bloop. Sometimes it lets some of the light creep through. Some beacons for light. And now we need our lectern. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is a different cockpit design than my other Lions. This is actually the Yellow Leg 3.0 design that I am going with. Now for the armor, since this is the Black Lion, we are going to use netherite armor. Alright, so just click on that armor stand, and bada bing, bada boom. So the only thing left for this cockpit is just to make a wall behind it, or leave it completely open. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm just going to wall this up real quick. Alright, so that's how it looks. Not bad, not bad. Now don't you just wish you could hop in this bad boy and drive it? Oh, I would love that. Alright folks, one last thing and we can finally put this video to rest. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready to be done with this project. Yeah. So, we are going to make the wings, and I'm going to bed, I tell you what. Alright, so come on back up here to the top of this lion's back. And we are going to take the red. and cover this entire top layer, but just the big part. Alright, just like that. Now go ahead and fill in that spot and fill in all of this with red. And after that, you're going to bring the entire thing up so it's too high. Whew, that was fun. Okay, so we're right behind the head. Tell you what, we are going to have one empty block there. Grab your red. Start in there. And just go in a diagonal line. We want 19 total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's see here. Okay, so I did some testing. Now this block right here was 19, or was it 17? Either way, I am lining it up with the very side of the shoulder. And let's just go over the measurements. Okay, one empty spot. Count in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 diagonal. And from here, we want to go, that's 1, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And counting here, we also want 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Haha! And now it is lined up perfectly. Okay, and go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. And this part here we are going to connect. Burp. Blip. And this part down here we will also connect. Now from this corner, we're going all the way over, leaving one block open. And going all the way to the other side. And then going back up. Ba-boom! Now go ahead and fill this in with red, and this in with red. Now go ahead and fill in these wings with red also. And then we'll be moving on to white. Oh yeah, slowly but surely it's coming together. Now, come on over here. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to outline all of this red that we just barely got done doing with white. And when you get to this spot, whoop, you're doing this also. Yep, just one layer. Whoops. Outline the entire thing. Now, I do realize that this part of the video, I could just pause it or fast forward to this part, but you know what? if you're like me, we already breached 2 bleep and bleep hours. Yeah, the brain's kind of just on idle right now. We're almost done. It's like la 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 la. Okay, so bloop. There we go. Now that is completely done. Now go ahead and fill all of that in with more white. Fun, right? Yeah. All right, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost. Almost. Okay. Whoop. Hang on. Let me make ignore this real quick. Ignore it. Ignore it. Just want to make sure I'm going in the correct direction. Red. Okay. Yep. So there's the do. So now we get to outline the entire thing again. Isn't that fun? Like Prime, we just did that with the red, and we had to redo it with the white, and now we have to do it a third time. You're killing us, Prime. You're really killing us. Well, actually, I think the break in 2 hours for a freaking tutorial is definitely the killer. Oh God. Pretty sure I said sorry about that, but if I didn't, I am sorry. I did not want to spend 2 hours on this. I knew it would take longer than the other ones, but sheesh, not no 2 hours. That's okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. It's like any of you got kids that are in the back of the car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, that's what I feel like right now. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? How about now? We'll get there when we get there. But for reals, we're almost done. Now, some of you may be thinking, let me guess, we're going to have to fill this in again. Well, you are correct. But I'm going to add one little final touch to this wing to make it really look cool. Boom, boom. Okay. Okay, so had to do some testing on this one. This is basically the design we're going to go with, but this needs to go under the wing. So, but let me explain what we got. See, we got 2s here. From this corner, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Empty spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 2. So basically, every square, we're doing a 6 by 2. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total to bring you up to here. But because this needs to go on the bottom, let me ignore this part. Woo, whoa. Let's see here. Well, you know what? I would hate to do this, but there. Pa. Hey, you know what? Forget it. I'm taking the shortcut. Yep. I will have to redo the white part, but that's okay. And I hope I explained this part of the tutorial good. You know, brain's kind of turning to mush. See, what time is it? It's 8:30 at night. I started at 9:30 in the morning. So that's 11 hours. And subtract an hour for lunchtime. Yeah, we're looking at 10 hours I spent building this sucker today. Oh, are we there yet? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so whoop. Good, good, good. Love it. So here's what we're gonna do. Now that we just got done deleting all that, we're gonna put this weight right back where it was. Alright, so let me do that real quick. Alright, so that is the bottom of the wing. And now for the top part, we want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Raise all of this weight up by 2. And boom. See, now doesn't that look kind of cool? With that being underneath it? Yeah. So we got good news and we got bad news. The good news is this part here is just filled in with red. So we don't need to do any of that. That's the good news. The bad news is, hey, we got to do this one more time. Then we can finally be done. Ah. Let's see here. Now I want to make sure I explain this correctly. 1, 2, 3. We need one more there. 4. 1, 2, 3. Then leave this part here blank. Here, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I say 6? I forgot. Go back to the red. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yes, 4 then 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, this needs to be 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bloop. 6. And that needs to be 2 empty spaces, like so. Alright, so let's make sure I don't confuse anybody. 4 and then a 3. A block of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's basically a big old block of 4. Block of 4. To sum it up. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Lucky 7. See, now if these were 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from this angle, there's our blocks of 4. A second. Whoop, 1 second. Do 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 do. There's our block of 4. And then another 4. 4 and 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that looks correct. Haha. And because I'm feeling lazy at this point, I am going to hollow out this entire thing. Alright, so now that that's hollowed out, replace all the weight that we just got rid of. Alright, so there's the bottom of the wing. And this top part here, we're going to bring this entire weight up by 2. Okay. And now this last part here, fill it in with red. And bada bing, bada boom, as these wings are done. Now, this part here, I think I should have built it that way a few more blocks, but I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Let's take a quick peek around this. Yeah, that head is definitely way too big. Not the best wing design, but don't forget, this is the original Voltron. It's not the Netflix version. So we're done. We're done. 2 hours and 20 minutes worth of a tutorial. Oh my god. So if any of you have built the Black Lion and have actually made it through this, good job, man. Give yourself a high five. Give a little pat on the back. And hey, let me know how it came out. Did it come out good? Join my Discord, take a screenshot of any lion you built, and send me a picture. I'm very interested to see how it came out. I mean, do you like these leg designs? Is it something you want to build the legs for the other lions too? Let me know, let me know. Thank you for watching. Sorry again, the video was way too long. Alright. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.